Alrighty, good evening, everyone. I'm really excited to share a little bit of goal setting with you all, and just to package your story. I was on a call. Can everyone see my screen? Hey, I was on a call about last week somewhere, and it was a leaders call, and most of the call was about packaging your story powerfully. Especially this is now a little bit for the newbies and a little bit for us oldies as well. I've been in the company for about 7 years. It will be in December, and we forget how we felt before Herbalife and before we went onto the products. And yeah, so tonight I want to give you guys a few tips, especially if you're newbies, to start with this journey of documenting your journey. Number one, have a folder on your phone, on your PC, with all the pictures, the events, the parties, the lifestyle images. All these pictures, even though you think they don't matter, you will need them on your slideshow in a few years or a few months' time. Just imagine if Elsa didn't keep her photo with Jim Rowan, she couldn't have showed it to us today. If she didn't keep or save it somewhere on a drive, or her phone got stolen or wherever, and it was on her phone, imagine how sad she would have been if she didn't have that. At my first extravaganza, we flew up to Sandton. I took a photo. I thought he was very high up. He was a supervisor at the time. I thought Black Steel was like the bomb. And I stood in a line to take a photo with the supervisor. But now I have a photo of Black Steel, me pumping muscles with him. And one day I can share that on the screen, or share with Black Steel, and it's actually so awesome. But I've got literally a folder on my computer with all my Herbalife events and stuff like that. And do it on a cloud or somewhere. So if your phone gets stolen or if your laptop crashes, then you have backups, because that's the really sad part. Especially keeping your results images. And if I can encourage you, if you're starting your journey now, or if you're already in your journey, halfway in or 3/4 of the way in, or wherever in, take small little videos of your body journey, because imagine quickly how powerful this will be if you put these small 3-second, 4-second clips together after a year or something like that. Because what I see constantly on social media at the moment is people showing their results, but not just photos. People want to see videos. And how powerful will it be if you take a video at the start of your 21 days, what my body looked like then, a video of how my body looked like now, and then your photo of your before and your during and your after, or whatever. So just a tip on documenting your journey. Food diaries, I've been saving a few of my food diaries. And this is so great to share with a new customer and say, this is what my day will look like today. This is what my day looked like last week or last night or something like that, just to help your customer with that customer experience. Just a tip. Now, this is one of the things I want to encourage you to think about. If you have a few minutes or an hour or two, take a page in your notebook or wherever and start going back to the time before Herbalife. How did you feel? What struggles did you have? I can just, the other day I was, someone challenged me.
Is it paint points or pain points?
It's pain points. Dankie Elsa.
Julle, jy het 'n spelfout gemaak.
Ek het 'n spelfout gemaak. Ek gaan my baba blameer dat hy my skoot gesit het terwyl ek dit gedoen het. You can paint your life in this thing, but it has to be a pain point. Dit moet seermaak. Dankie Elsa. So how you felt before Herbalife? How the other day I made a post on social media about how I felt in a gym before Herbalife. I really felt uncomfortable. I really struggled to find a jean that fits my long legs and big thighs. That was a pain point of mine. I felt uncomfortable. I'd never felt sexy, and I always had to pull in my stomach. And it was terrible for me. But now I can slip on my jean, I can tie my belt 3 knots back, and I feel super sexy in my jean. So before Herbalife, how did you feel? How was your energy levels? How did you feel about yourself? How did you feel about taking photos of yourself or appearing in photos? And not just that, if you are on a weight gain journey as well, that's pain points as well. And how did you feel about your income? How did you feel about the fact that you never made till month end? How did you feel that you never had your own money? You always had to plow in the money in the house, stuff like that. Because people that's going to start with their journeys, they feel that now. You, with your 10 kgs that you lost, or 6-packs that you gained, or energy that's amazing, or whatever, they don't feel like that yet. They connect with your pre-Herbalife person, not now. Just an idea. When you are striking up a conversation with someone, be interested, not interesting. We hear that a lot in Herbalife. Ask them questions. Find out about them before sharing your story. So Elsa always talks about the form technique. Ask them about their family. Ask them about what type of job they do, what they love about their job, what they don't like about their job. What do they enjoy doing and having fun in? What do they do on weekends? Connect with that, because the more information you gather, the better you can form your own story to connect to them and have and gain their trust faster. The other day I was busy in a conversation. It was a lady that commented on one of my Fit Camp posts that I made. And within 20 minutes, I could connect to her, pain points her, everything. And she placed a 2,700 Rand order in 20 minutes. I literally went back to that conversation to go find out exactly what I said. But the conversation was about her constantly. When she was speaking about her child, a child not sleeping or whatever, I would say, oh my word, I go through the same thing, connect to it. And then I would ask her out, but how is your eating habits the next day, or stuff like that. So you gain trust when you start asking more about them. And then when you tell your story, you are still authentic. You want to help them. But now you can incorporate some of their things that they shared into your story about stuff that you went through. If I can give you a tip, maybe the one lady I'm busy speaking to, she says, I'm really struggling financially, and I really want to give this a go. And then I would say, listen, when I started with Herbalife, I first had to go back to my husband and say, listen, can we go work this into our budget? And then he said, yes, it's fine. Month end, we can only afford a shake and a tea. And you have to do what you can do with the shake and tea. And that was how I can connect to someone, because that is my real story. I could only afford a shake and a tea. But after that, I could upgrade to more, because I started helping people with my results. So just a tip. So when you tell your story, start with your background. What type of background do you have? Because most people connect with that as well. Like when I start my story, I was a teacher. I've got a background as a teacher. So I can connect to a teacher much faster. How did you start with your Herbalife journey? Talk a little bit about your pain points. Why did you start? And now, how did you get started? What type of objections did you have? It was too expensive. Tell them you also thought that. Or you don't have time for this, or you don't like shakes, or anything like that, because that can also connect to them. So if you felt like that, you manage to overcome that feeling in a certain way. So that gives them the feeling of, oh my word, so this person also can't drink shakes, this person struggles to eat healthy as well, or this person doesn't like exercise just like me, but he made it, so I can obviously make it as well. So share your objections, because remember, you are meeting them on their level at the moment. You're not meeting your prospect at your level. They don't have anything sorted out yet. Think about how you felt. What could you tell yourself to say yes to this product or yes to the opportunity? What was your first body and your first business results? Yes, you make 30,000 Rand now, but a newbie is not going to connect to your 30. A newbie is going to connect to your first month sale, your first order sale, your first body result. My first body result, first 2 weeks, I lost 17 centimeters just around my waist. My belly fat blew away. My first retail sales, I had a 1,000-point order that I placed because my upline helped me a little bit with stock and stuff. I made about 3,400 Rand profit, and I could afford my own products from there. I never had to ask my husband for money again for that. So remember that, your first body and your first business result. And how are you feeling now? What type of feeling do you have about your future, about your, your body results? How are you feeling in your clothes? Because that's going to tell them, okay, so this person came from this and this and this, and she's this and this and this. What I want, she has now. So she's my perfect coach to share her journey and to help me on her journey. So yeah, think about your story. And then I want to challenge you. I'm so glad this slide came up on the right time now. I want to challenge you. Write down your story, your product story, and your business story, and go practice it with someone. Ask your upline, find a buddy in the company, a member, and go practice your story. And say, hi, my friend, I quickly want to send you my 2-minute product story voice note. Can I do that? And then ask them to be not critical, but to give you pointers. And I'm sure your uplines, you can even send it to Elsa or me or Magda or any of the leaders. We will definitely assist you in this, because your story is the most powerful thing that you have in this business. You will see everyone on any platform of Herbalife starts with their own story. So you'll have to have that nailed down to the T to get your business flourishing. To give you an idea about my business story, I never worked out my profits, never. It took me 1 year to sign up someone. Why? I didn't have a business story. I didn't feel excited about the business because I didn't know that I was earning 12,000 Rand a month doing Herbalife part-time for 3 hours a week. I didn't know I was earning 12,000 Rand. My husband took my bank statements the one evening. He said, just give me the stuff. Let me just tell you how much you made. And he said, do you know that you made 12,000? Ek soos, waar is die geld? Ek soos, ek weet nie. So I couldn't work with my money. But when I saw on paper what I earned, or what this company was busy giving to me, I was excited, and then I started signing up people because I could show them that. So make sure your story is on point. Yes, Elsa. Just unmute, yeah.
I just want to add something here. I think I had the best coach in Alan Lorenz, and he always used to say, your story has to be the truth, number one. So don't ever try to make it sound better. Like, but like that will come back and bite you. So it's always the truth. If you've lost some weight in a different way, and now you start using Herbalife products, and you've already lost like 5 or 6 kilos in a different diet, and now you're saying that was part of your Herbalife journey, don't do that. Be completely truthful on what you are saying. So it's always the truth packaged powerfully that it will touch that person in front of you. So you have your story. Sorry that I'm interrupting. You have your story like worked out, like you're going to practice it now. But when you've done the forming and you know who you've got in front of you, is it a mom? Is it a business guy? Is it another teacher? Is it a hairdresser? You will package and change the story that you can touch their pain points.
Yeah.
So that you can touch them and that relation to. I also felt like that. The first time I drank the tea, ek het dit uitgespoeg. Dit was my so sleg. So
ek het koue rillings gekry. Ek het so koue rillings op.
Ek kon dit in my lyf kry nie. So we all like that is good for people to hear. You know, that like first thing, but then the results were so good. We didn't have aloe in those days. But you know, so then we got the results, and I mean, look at us now. So this is why I'm saying that, but it always has to be the truth. That's very important.
Definitely. And like Elsa mentioned, the big thing, if you have the truth and you have the forming, you can adapt your story and it can touch them just so much more. Very, very true. Perfect way to slot this or end this little part off. I also quickly want to touch I'm perfectly on time, about goal setting. So the first challenge I want to give you guys tonight is go package your story. WhatsApp is off, Instagram and Facebook is off tonight. So go take tonight and take your scrolling that you would have done and go write down your story and start practicing that. Then think about your goal setting. One thing about goal setting is, first thing, you have to reflect on what happened the previous month. What happened at the end of last month? What volume did you end off on? How many members did you sign up last month? What was your goal? Did you smash it? Didn't you smash it? Why didn't you smash it? Did you put in enough income producing activities? Think about all these things, because if you don't know how you ended and all that, it's hard for your next month to go. So I'll share how I track mine, but for those who can actually see my screen, I track my business like this. And at the end of each month, I make sure, I'll show it to you guys. I did take a screenshot of the October one. At the end of each month, I finish my month with my volumes and my members, and I saw who all reordered, and I saw the ones who didn't reorder, and I would connect to them and make sure that they reorder in the next month. So just to give you like that step of what I can do for the previous month, for the next month. Now, October, new month, we're going to rock October. I actually wanted to find a word, Elsa, that I'm going to put here with October. So I'm going to rock it. So that's going to be like my slogan for October. How much volume do you want to do? How many members do you want to sign up? And how many customers, new customers, would you like to get? And be realistic, number one, but also challenge yourself. If I did 2,200 volume points PPV last month, so this month I put on 2,500. So this means I have to use the same or more products personally. I need to make sure that my customers reorder. So I have to give rockstar service. And I need to get at least 3 new customers from last month, at least, to make up for that extra 300. So my plan is set. My goal is there, and I am going to smash it. Member-wise, I didn't reach my goal, but I got more than halfway there. So it's the momentum is coming on. Now the last one is the most important one, this purple one. What daily method of operation or plan of action do you have in place to smash your goals? It's fantastic to have goals. It's very important to put goals to paper. There's something magical that happens when you write your goals down on paper. Now, what are you going to do? What action is going to be behind this? What daily action is going to be behind this? If you want to reach 2,000 volume points by the end of the month, how many volume points do you need weekly? How many volume points do you need daily in your organization? Go think about that. Remember, it just doesn't have to be just yours. So this is a perfect opportunity now, today, tomorrow, to connect to your team. Even if your team is only consisting out of 1 or 2 people now, talk to them about signing up a friend or 2. Talk to them about planning their month out just as you are planning your month. If they're aiming for 500, that means it's 120, 125 volume points per month. Thinking about that last week is usually the most volume coming in, and the first week, the most volume is coming in. So think about that as well, but make sure that you plan your week and your volumes out very specifically so that you have a mod stuff that you can measure yourself to. How many people do you want to connect to daily? If you think about it, if you connect to 3 people a day and you only work 5 days a week, that's 15 people per week. So that will be what, 45, 60 people a month. And if you think about the stats, it's about for every 10 people, one might say yes to the opportunity, or just trying a shake or something like that. So think about how many people do you need for the volume that you want to achieve. It's a lot of thinking you have to go do now today, guys. But just think about the action behind it. I know a lot of times we have all these goals that we want to smash, but we're not willing to put in the time and the effort that's going to get us there. And it's like they made an amazing analogy a while back on one of the events. It's about, I think it was Junior Corsa that spoke about the airplane that's on the tar thingy that needs to stay up, fly up and all that. And you put all your effort, most of your effort is when the airplane is still on the ground and needs to get momentum. So you have to put in, and then finally it soars. So this is where this comes in, the daily grind. So here's just an idea of how I'm busy tracking this. This isn't me. This is Tumi Leng that shared this with us on the leadership development weekend, I think. And I've been doing this now for August, September, and October. I love this because this is really helping me track my business daily. So I fill in my volume there daily. I haven't reached 1K yet. I'm on 800 and something. So as soon as I reach my 1K, I will write my date down there. And last month, I almost reached 7K, not my goal where I wanted to be. I celebrate my success, but I know this month I need to work harder. So at least by the 15th, I need to be at 5K. Otherwise, I think I'm not going to smash my 10K. Then I just have to work harder. And I track my PPV. I write down all my reorders, and I can go back to my previous page where all the people of last month was ordering. So my volume, my tracking is much better. I know all my new members. I know their goals. I know how much volume they placed. And this is just a very nice way for me to put my mind and what's happening in my business on paper. I also write down my 21-day challenges because this is the one big DMO in our team that I use the most. This really has driven my business. So I really strive on I love the 10-day marathons, especially now the in-betweens. But the 21-day challenge is the one thing because I know my customers get amazing results. So make sure if you guys like the 20 or whatever, it's an amazing tool to use. Try it yourself and then incorporate it into your business. So whatever way you want to track your business, it's up to you. Just find something that works for you. I know a lot of people love doing it online. I need to write it. I need to color it in and see it. So this is another thing that I do monthly with my calendar to know exactly when the 21 days starts, exactly when the 21 day finishes. You need to know those things. And now I want to show you guys something. The 21 days, obviously the last day for entry was today. So these things in the 10 day, in the orange, is what I will advertise on my social media platforms and to my customers to get in business. So from tomorrow, I'm focusing on my 10 days and I'm focusing on the fit camp, because if I start getting people now interested in the 21 days, it's too long for them to enter. That's just me. So this is just me, guys. I'm just giving you ideas. Take what you want to take, don't take what you don't want to take. So I'm busy advertising 21 days in fit camp, 21 days in fit camp for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to start advertising the 21 days every single day from the 18th. I've seen if I advertise for 2 weeks, I get most customers coming in from here, and then they do have enough time to join my 21 days. So that's just one thing. Then I write down my goals for my social media and stuff like that I want to achieve. Ideas that I want to post on social media or on my status or story, to advertise or just to share, is results, pain points. Pain points is like an image that says, did you just pack out your summer cupboard and nothing fits? Because that's what's going to happen now. People are going to start getting that summer cupboard out and nothing fits. You put it on your status and see who reacts on it. Put it on your story with a little poll with a funny GIF or something. Product spotlights. Maybe where you are enjoying the product, make a little video and add the benefits just after that. Unboxing your products. Do you guys know how many orders I've gotten for shampoos and odd things that comes out of my unboxing videos? The other day I had like, I think 3 girls commenting after unboxing the chips, and I got 3 orders for the chips. So unboxing it and sharing it on your social media where you are using it really helps. An energy post, maybe posting my tea or maybe a funny something about that. Posting results always works. Another pain point can be something like, do you wake up tired? Just that. Or you can literally go Google engagement posts on Google. You type in engagement posts and there's so many ways, maybe weight loss engagement posts. Then there's so many ways that they give you like ideas of what to ask for people to respond. But just go think about your pain points as well. Never wanted to be on a photo. Is your whole house full of photos of the family except you? Always behind the camera or sicker stuffies? Think about how you felt. I'm on a weight loss journey. There might be people here on a weight gain or a muscle pumping journey. What the 21 days is all about. Laverne did an excellent post the other day on her social media where she was going through the 21-day group chat and showing the people, guys, we're not just shaking, we're eating. Here's all the tips. Here's all the snack ideas. So that's also a very cool thing. Maybe go take a screenshot of the media of the 21-day challenge and say, guys, check these yummy meals that people are posting. You want to make them curious about what's happening inside the 21 days. A review. Ask your customers after 21 days or on a journey with you to write a review about you. And then you can even make it pretty on Canva. You can literally just type in at the top reviews or customer testimonials, and then go type it in there. And then that's a gorgeous thing for you to share on your social media. Say, thank you so much for the amazing review. So the other people give you validation. Results video, if you want to put a few results together and just share that. We are going to Mykonos. I am very, very excited. Thank you very much for the opportunity, my leaders. We're going to have Greece in South Africa. And then when I come back, I'm going to start focusing on 21 days. And the 18th till the 20th, there's the 3-day cleanse as well. So you can start advertising that the previous week or the week before that as well. I didn't add that. I did while Elsa was talking because I forgot about that. And this is just ideas. On my Facebook group, I've got a Facebook closed community and I share what type of things I want to share there and what my goal is for that group at the end of the month. I want to be on 1-5 members. And then, This is literally just me putting what's in my mind on paper and giving myself 1 or 2 things to do every single day in regards to my business. And this has really helped me to just channel my thoughts onto paper, because you get mixed up with days and things happen fast. And yeah, so this is just an idea, guys. And then identify the key players in your team. Who says that they want to go for this month? Who said that they want to smash their goals? They're 200 ppv, they're 500 ppv, they're 2.5. Go sit with them and help them plan their month. Help them. You have to take their hand up till active world team, active world team. Then only usually we can let them go. And I sometimes forget when they hit supervisor or active supervisor, I let them fly, but they're not ready yet. Elsa, Denise, Charlene, they held my hand almost up till gate. And I burnt my fingers quite a few times at active world team because I thought I knew much more and much better than them. And you have to go through it, but go identify those key players in your team and work with them. Keep each other accountable and say, okay, I posted this on social media. This really worked. Maybe you try this. I just said this to a customer. This really worked. Maybe you try this. And then you're going to get that psyched up in your team as well, which is also very, very nice. And then be the leader. They said on a call the other day as well, you show the way, and usually your team does the same as you, but a lot less. So if you're aiming for 10K, your team might do 1K or less, or something like that, just an idea. So be the leader and show the way. Do more than everyone else in your organization, not because it's a competition or anything like that. You've got your personal goals and your personal challenges, your personal challenges and what you want to achieve. So go for that and achieve that and smash that, because you can. We have to believe in ourselves. So you got this. I just had to put that out there. And then block out your Herbalife office hours. If you have only between 8 and 10 every evening, block those 2 hours out and work clever in those 2 hours. When I was part-time with Herbalife, I had about 1 to 2 hours max a day. And I knew exactly what I was going to do and exactly who I wanted to speak to in those 2 hours. So have income producing activities and new business activities that you do first in that 2 hours. And then you start with your follow-ups, because follow-ups are easy. It's quick, one message for all of them, one voice note. And new business always first and comfortable first. I want to challenge you guys. When you sit down and want to work with your Herbalife business, on your Herbalife business, have me in the back of your mind say, do the uncomfortable first. Talk to the new person first. Dis is lekker nie, maar ons moet. And then find an accountability buddy. Find someone that you can trust, be vulnerable, but someone who's going to say, Wari, you said to me that you want to speak to 3 people. Where's your 3 people today? You told me, give them permission to keep you accountable. And don't feel bad when they do, because that's the other part. Get an accountability buddy, someone who's also on the same journey, someone who knows what you're going through, someone who knows all the excuses, and someone who really wants to help you reach that level that you want to reach for yourself and your why and all that. So I think I must go find my accountability buddy and send her my stats every day, because that's also a great way of tracking. If you type it out or voice note it to someone, you're tracking yourself actually in the process. So yeah, did I make it in time? I'm 2 minutes over. Shucks, but I'm almost on time.
Fabulous, amazing, well done, girl. I think that was a very valuable training and perfect timing in the beginning of the month. So very practical. I think it is something we all can do. I also like the visuals, the little circles, writing it down, and because that's the way you can. And when you have to send that numbers to somebody, you know, Jim Rohn says there's a little block for a number. There's not enough space for the excuse. There's just space for the number.
So true. So true.
Kan nie eers 'n groot storie skryf nie.
Jumilta, het jy 'n vraagie want ek sien jou hand is op. Of is dit net 'n woep woep? Seker maar. Ek gaan gou recording net